Okay, solving a system of equations. If you have two equations like this, you can find the spot where they would cross if you graphed them. So imagine for a second if you graphed these two, it would look something like this. You can find the spot where they cross. And there's only one spot that will work in both this and this equation, one solution. Like let's say it's 3 comma 2 or whatever. That would have to work in both of them to be the solution. And if two lines have different slopes as each other, they will touch, and there'll be some point that will work in both of them. So to find that spot, I'm going to use substitution. You can see that this one's already solved for y. And if neither of your equations are solved for a variable, you want to solve it down for a variable, like y is equal to 2x plus 3. Again, this one's solved, sort of solved for x, but it's not even really solved for x yet. So find something that's easy to solve for. Now I've got y equals 2x plus 3, and I can put that into the other equation. So wherever I see a y in this equation, which is right here, I can put a 2x plus 3 right there. Why is that good? Because then when the y is gone, there's only x's in that equation, and I can solve for x. All right, so I'm going to back up here a little bit and say, all right, I'm going to take this equation right here. I'm going to rewrite it as an empty spot for y minus 3 equals negative x. And that empty spot, I should drop in this because that's where the y was. I'm going to put in 2x plus 3 right where the y used to be. Okay, now the plus 3 and the minus 3 will cancel each other out, and I have 2x equals negative x. Now if I add an x to both sides, I have 3x equals 0, so x must equal 0. All right, I just found the x coordinate of my point. There's some point that where both these lines would cross, and 0 is the x of it. Now what do I do? Well, I've solved by putting the one into the other, substitution. I've solved for x. Now I know that x is equal to 0. So now what do? I put the 0 into the equation. That can be either equation. I can put in, wherever x is, I can put a 0. So if I put an x right here, it would be y equals 2 times 0, which is 0, plus 3, which is 3. Y equals 3. Y must be 3. I'll show you that it wouldn't have mattered. I could have put it in the other one if I wanted to. If I put in x equals 0 right here, you get that y minus 3 would equal 0 and y would equal 3. Either way, y has to be 3. So that's my point, 0, comma 3, where both of these two equations touch. So you substitute the one equation into the other, and you get it down so you know both x and y. That's all I have for that one.